C'est bon, tu l'as eu?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Encore, il peut dive bon, mais mec, reste. Bah ouais. Ah mais non, mais lui, c'est sûr, il n'est pas premier là. Normalement, celui qui va gagner la course, c'est le troisième normalement. Non, celui qui est troisième, il va sûrement gagner la course parce que les deux premiers ils ont des réclats contre eux. J'ai vu les images. C'est pas joli ce qu'il fait aussi le deuxième. Le deuxième, il y en a le troisième, enfin à ce moment il est premier, le mec qui se fait dive bomb. Et il y a un autre mec derrière lui. Dodge de pointe meilleur, donc qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Il se met sur la droite, sur la longue ligne droite à Miami là, juste après. Bon, bref, et en gros il le serre à droite contre le mur et il pète son aileron en roue. Ouais bah ouais, c'est chelou hein, franchement. Encore, il dive bon, mais il reste à l'intérieur, tu vois. Ok, mais là,
catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
En fait,
and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first
and
and
10. Ah bah, il gagne pas la course. Hein.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first
donc moi, ce qui m'arrangerait, c'est que le troisième gagne la course parce qu'il a 0 points le troisième. Il fait 4 spins. Il est bon, mais il fait 4 spins. Il a pas fini de course parce qu'à chaque fois il spin. Donc ça veut dire que s'il gagne, il a 25 points. Parfait. Ouais. Bon. Bah pour l'instant j'en ai 40. C'est le deuxième, sans réclame. Oh ça va, mais bon. Ah l'autre il m'a vénère l'autre avec sa connexion de pingouin. Ah ouais. Ah, peut-être hein. Ah, après je performe pas sur les courses que je connais pas.
This team does a nice job getting their opponents on the ground. The run only got a yard. You're 7-9. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion.
C'est mort. Il a bien mangé.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches. We just saw him there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business. Yeah, 230,
ouais, mais t'as même pas besoin de prendre des risques, photo. Genre, quand tu roules cool. Mais même si tu postules, t'inquiète pas, je vais m'occuper de ton cas. Ah, les gars, alors lui, laisse tomber. Hein. Il est pas dans l'esprit, lui. Laisse tomber. Il fait que des dive bombs, c'est un kamikaze, ça sert à rien. Ah putain.
Prescott from the gun on third. That's caught again by Schultz.
Tomber, ça sert à rien, ça aussi. Pareil. Les gars, ah, laisse tomber lui aussi. Sur un coup de tête un jour, il va tout vous insulter sur le Discord et il va se barrer. Ça sert à rien.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun again to Elliott.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow. Slant pass to Bull. Well, the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Mixon again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. pressure. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And if we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Franchement, les gars, honnêtement,
The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14
quitte à
yards
prendre
on
un
the
flag,
scramble.
franchement, écraser
This
la
early in
tête.
the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. 1st down, here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
J'ai déjà plus envie de jouer là.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
J'ai l'une des meilleures lignes de la ligue. Oh, je sais même pas pourquoi j'ai racheté ce jeu en fait. C'est un délire. Ah mais c'est un... C'est incroyable. Je te parle même pas de FIFA, hein. Je te parle de Madden là. Ah non mais c'est une merde en boîte le jeu là.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards.
En fait, c'est comme si tu vois, dans FIFA, tu joues ton match et derrière, au-dessus, on te met des bonus, tu vois. Genre, en gros, si tu domines le match ou si tu gagnes des bonus, tu vois. Ça veut dire que le mec il est en train de se faire rouler dessus, mais en plus, il doit jouer contre des malus. C'est bien heureux, ça.
But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense.
Oh, vas-y, dégage. Allez, va. Voilà. C'est tout le terrain, si tu veux.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Oh, c'est bon.
Mixing up the middle. Taken down at the 42.
Tombé. Je peux pas la frapper, il faut que je me renfloue.
Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good.
La barre en haut, elle bouge pas, là. Puis quand j'ai la balle en attaque, alors là-bas, l'écran il tremble de partout, en fait. Comme si, on dirait l'écran il fait une crise d'épilepsie. Non, mais sans mentir, c'est vrai. Ça tremble de partout. Tu vois rien. Ou sinon, des fois, ce que ça fait, c'est... Tu vois, pour faire des passes, c'est genre carré, croix, tout ça. Bah ça disparaît. Alors, tu sais, enfin, les touches elles disparaissent. Il y a un point d'interrogation dans la storature. Va être fun ce match. Va être très fun ce match.
We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, vas-y, c'est bon. Allez, c'est bon. Franchement. C'est bon. Non, mais... Non, mais là, c'est trop, là. C'est trop sérieux. Ah, c'est bon. Il court, il y a des trous au milieu. Quand il y a la pression qui arrive, il peut sortir, il n'y a personne qui court. Qu'est-ce que je fais sur le jeu, putain? Putain, ça me les brille, sérieux. Oh! Ah, c'est bon, genre, franchement, c'est bon. Ah, ça me pète les couilles, sérieux. Ce jeu de mort, là. Pire que FIFA, ce jeu. C'est bon, franchement. Ces joueurs, ils sont puissants. Là, je vais récupérer la balle en attaque, ça va être encore une purge. Putain, jeu de merde, sérieux.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Here we go. The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow.
Mais c'est une blague, sérieux. Franchement, c'est une blague. Il trouve toujours la zone. Toujours, il trouve la zone qu'il faut, genre. Toujours. Oh, vas-y, c'est bon. Franchement, je crois qu'on va laisser couler le temps. On va gagner du temps. Ah, c'est mieux, c'est mieux.
This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now the Bengals going to
Putain,
use the
sérieux,
first
j'hallucine. J'hallucine, sérieux. J'hallucine. Après, on m'a demandé de varier mon jeu, mais à chaque fois que je mets... comment tu veux que je sérieux? Tu mets le cover 2, tu te fais baiser. Tu mets une main, tu te fais baiser. On met le cover 3 qui est moche, quand même. Franchement. Putain. Ah là, je suis à 2 doigts. Là, je suis à 2 doigts. Ah, je suis à 2 doigts d'exploser la manette contre là. Putain, la manette, elle va manger. Je sens qu'elle va manger la manette.
That's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
Ah là là, le jeu joue avec mes couilles. Au milieu de deux. Au milieu de deux défenseurs, au milieu de 2 cornerbacks, il prend la balle, pas de swap, rien. Écoute, c'est simple, je vais courir tout le match et on va laisser couler le chrono. C'est comme ça. Ouais, c'est bon, j'avais déjà marre de jouer là. Franchement, ouais, c'est bon, c'est une purge ça marche.
And he'll just take a seat and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Puis sa grand-mère. Puis sa grand-mère. C'est suffisant déjà. Ah, chaque année c'est pire, chaque année, chaque fois que ça avance ça fait mieux, chaque année c'est pire.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here,
le burrito, mon vieux, il avance où il veut, mais moi non.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense,
oh, Prescott stripped. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the...
Allez, c'est bon, j'arrête de jouer. Allez, coaching, deep chart, allez, c'est bon. Vous voulez pas jouer, et ben on va faire jouer les autres. C'est bon. Ouais. Mais wesh aussi! Il a une main, tu vois que... Ouais, c'est bon.
I do think though they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they
Les
recovered the
gens,
football, so they retained possession.
sur Start,
But two, being able to punt it,
t'appuies sur Start,
changes field position.
sur Start Cash,
Imagine
tu
if
peux rien
that
faire.
turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Nixon will try the right side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
C'est moi des trucs de merde. C'est comme genre ces joueurs, ils ont plus d'endurance que les miens. Tout ça par prétexte parce que vas-y, il y a une barre de merde, genre. La merde, je sais quoi, ça peut dire mort stamina. Le mec, il a une chance réduite de fumble. Non, mais c'est vraiment, c'est... Je sais pas, je comprends pas en fait.
Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
C'est mal. Et moi j'intercepte pas, non, genre la balle elle arrive pile sur moi, le mec il met sa main pour la mettre par terre. Mais genre... Wow, sérieux,
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Une match. Oui, ça va être ça toute la saison. L'équipe de nous, ça va être souvent encore. Que vous voulez, pas du tout. Bah, enfin, non, je fais des inters parce que je défends pas.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there's a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with
Regarde
right
ça,
now,
je défends pas,
because in their
genre je fais rien du tout, je touche pas la manette et je fais des interceptions. Je défends et je me fais baiser.
Their goal is to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Putain, le linebacker, putain, quoi. Oh, les LB en manuel, non, parce que ça peut me péter les couilles.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
On va mettre le terrain et je vais faire partir un mec là, on va pousser là-dessus. Et je vais toujours juste en même temps.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce.
Tu m'étonnes. Mais si, là, tout à l'heure il joue et maintenant il joue plus, genre. Putain. Allez, j'ai pris un time-out à cause de ces conneries de merde.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The little football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once.
Ça marche pas moi quand je le fais, hein. Bizarre ça, hein.
At least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Mais t'es masque qu'il fait, mais...
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call.
Où est-ce qu'il y a? Mais il vient de lancer la balle. Il vient de lancer la balle. Putain, ouais, c'est bon, ça me fout. C'est bon,
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. 11. Back to Mixon on 1st down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. McPherson's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
And now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Je recule, un jeu de merde. Faire que des passes de 2 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And again, it's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ce qui me dénerve dans le jeu, c'est...
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
Looking
for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to come up a few yards short.
Bon voilà, j'ai explosé la manette.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Ah, je me suis bien mis en mute. J'ai pris le meilleur, j'ai pris le meilleur mur. Ah, j'ai pris le meilleur mur. J'ai fait attention que ce soit pas du BA13 et voilà. 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 Bah non, du coup, difficile, hein.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them,
oh, j'ai pété.
you're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county
mon joystick, mon joueur, il part vers la gauche tout seul.
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Il dit sa mère, hein.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
First throw now for the backup Allen. He's got Harris running the slant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there on the Bengals first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive.
Ah bah, elle a pris pour tout le monde. Hein. La pauvre.
And they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Putain, j'arrive pas.
Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end.
Putain,
They're winning by
même pas aller
multiple
chercher
touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Here's Brian Anger now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Putain, et tous mes joueurs ils partent vers la
The
droite.
Bengals drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to work. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line.
Je comprends pourquoi il fait pas tourner le temps là. Je sais pas, il ne pas, je comprends pas.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen taking it himself, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Allen's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's got room. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He hit his first. Now this from 43. So this one in the win.